First of all, before I start talking about this film, let me first address the more important thing here. My subscribers, my dear subscribers who are like my family now, and quite literally because, get this, out of over 300 votes, 58% got it right. And they predicted that I'll be in fact covering Thondimuthalum Driksakshiyum in this upcoming video essay. I mean, not even my girlfriend knows me this well. And okay, now let's get to the agenda. Thondimuthalum Driksakshiyum, if I got the pronunciation right. I mean, I'm supposed to get the pronunciation right, isn't it? We've been doing this for the better part of the last 8 to 9 months now. This film is special in many ways. This film not just made me fall in love with Malayalam cinema, but also introduced me to the limitless talent of so many Malayali artists, these incredible people I had not known about until this year. Now, of course, Fahadh is a given. He's the showstopper in the film, and there is, of course, Sooraj and Nimisha as well, who were as perfectly cast as it can get in a great Indian film as a couple. But, and I say the but, beauty in capitals, I just want to take off my hat and pour it off to Mr. Dileesh Pothan. I mean, he's a serious filmmaker. And not just that he has more skills than the number of times I blink in a day. This guy acts better than most of the Bollywood full-time actors. And acting is not even his primary job. He just does it for fun. And when it comes to filmmaking, not many can match the impressive CV Mr. Pothan has got. People dream of making one film like Joji, based on Shakespeare play, and with an actor like Faasil in lead, just at least once in career. And this guy, Dileesh Pothan, he's like the Gary Sobers of Malayalam cinema, the best all-rounder around, isn't it? He made a sensational debut in Mahishante Pratikaram. Then he smacked it out of the park with Thondimuthalum Driksakshiyum. And the hat-trick was completed well and truly early this year with Joji, that really separated this man's class from other boys. And in my eyes, he's a legend already of sorts, because not to forget, the guy also co-produced another gem, Kumbalangi Nights, with Fahadh. Another brilliant film to be associated with. And if I talk about acting, the list is even longer in terms of how many incredible Malayalam films he has been a part of. Malik, Trance, Virus, to name a few. Now, of course, we know the number of awards this film took home, but Fahadh winning the national award was very important in context of not just Fahadh's own career, but also for the larger good of Indian cinema. Because that really put Fahadh on the map, gave him national recognition. As they say, real talent will always get through, and it was just a matter of time that India had to realize the potential, the plethora of talent this guy possesses. His eyes in that necklace theft scene expressed more in a minute than decades of careers of Nepo kids put together in Bollywood. And not to forget, this film, the original choice for this character was not even Fahadh Faasil. The role was offered to Shobin earlier on, and he had to then deny that because he was busy directing his own first film. So then it went on to Fahadh Faasil, and thank God, because everything happens for a reason. And Shobin had to cancel it for Fahadh to get it, and then Fahadh got the national award for it. And speaking of things happening for a reason, lead actress Nimisha Sajayan, it was her debut film, of course, so she was selected after several auditions. And get this, even though the movie was shot in sync sound on location recording, North Indian born actress Nimisha Sajayan's voice was dubbed by actress Shrinda Arhan. What I really love about this film is that, on the surface, if you look at just the synopsis of the film, it'll look like another run-of-the-mill cinema that has some sort of predictability about it, some sort of familiarity about it. If you just watch the trailer itself, when the plot kicks off, it's very self-explanatory. Here's a couple, Prasad and Shrija. They're struggling to start their life, and they get married because their family will not approve. They are running away from their home, and then they, after having an intercaste marriage, they go away, and during a bus journey, a thief steals her gold chain, which they were actually planning to sell out. But I think from the time the victim and the culprit, they get together in a scene, and then the whole police station drama sets off. That is where probably the lines actually get blurred, and the audience are then caught in a dilemma. That is the territory of unfamiliarity. That is the territory of unknown and unpredictability, and that is where Dileesh Pothan, and a director like Dileesh Pothan, excels, because he'll never let you guess. He'll let you play the guessing game, but he'll hardly lose that fight with you. He will always come up with twists and turns that probably you wouldn't have second guessed. And the another part which I really loved about this film is filled with strugglers. Everyone's action, including a small constable in that police station, everyone in the hierarchy from up to bottom, everyone's action is actually led by the only sole intention of surviving, because everyone is struggling. The only thing we know about this thief is his name is Prasad, and that is also not his real name. He stole Prasad's name as well, not just his wife's necklace. And even by the end of the film, we do not know his background, other than the fact that he kept losing jobs because of not having an ID card. We also know that he has known and suffered from hunger for long, just from the two words he utters. That's it. I mean, this probably is a film where Fahadh has got the least amount of dialogues, and he has got so much of hunting ground just to play around with his expressions, with his body language, and my god, he aces it with flying colors.